Ivan Feinseth of Tigress Financial Partners, along with superstock brainiac Kevin Kelly of Benchmark Investments. All right, gentlemen, Ivan, I will begin with you. Your favorite moment, and then I'll get to you, Kevin, on your favorite moment.
The healthcare monitoring capabilities on the watch. This is a whole new frontier of wearables being able to monitor health in real time. Including this heart rate and the new EKG feature is fascinating, including the new motion and falling alert, because this is where technology is moving.
Amazon, and let me just point out, elevated heart rate, they claim the watch can tell you when you've got that. Any profound change, and they'll notify you. Atrial fibrillation, electrocardiogram. Like I said, this is almost like a doctor on your wrist. I just get worried, Ivan, if it were to malfunction and you're depending on this thing to tell you if you have a high heart rate or a low one.
Well, it gives you an alert, and you really have to follow up with what the data is saying and what your doctors would communicate to you. But this is a key direction that is important that wearables are going. And one of the disappointments was I would like to see more sleep monitoring capability, because good sleep is an important part of good health as well.
Yeah, sleep is the new frontier here. Let me quickly get to Kevin. Kevin, your favorite moment and then your disappointment.
My favorite moment actually was that they did unveil the dual SIM capability, the eSIM. So when you're traveling abroad, you can put in a different SIM card. You don't need to worry about switching phones. This is actually going to be a solution for people that have a work phone and a personal phone, and they can start using two SIMs. And it's such a big move that even Jean Legere of T-Mobile said, hey, this is great because this way everyone can easily switch over to T-Mobile now. So that was one of my favorites. One of my biggest disappointments was they didn't really make any headway in augmented reality. You want Apple to start leading the way, coming out with their own apps and start pushing on the forefront of that technology. It seemed to be a little ho-hum. I was hoping to get something.
Well, wait, there was that moment where they had three people playing a video game and they were holding their phones, and I don't know. If this is what you do all day, certainly it's very exciting. But the gaming quality and the screens certainly look good, Kevin.
Yeah. Unequivocally, it definitely does look good. But you've seen that actually Apple is sort of leading from behind. I mean, it's a commoditized hardware company that is taking cues and following the features of Samsung and other device makers. And so I want them to take the forefront and be in the lead when it comes to a lot of the features, especially when it comes to AR, and start deploying those quicker.
Okay. I want to get back to Ivan, and you make this point about the health benefits of a singular watch. And not to mention, not for nothing, you not only have names like Fitbit and Garmin in a little bit of trouble because they unveil this electrocardiogram on the watch, which appears to be a bit more advanced than what a Polar or Fitbit have been doing. What else? Amazon is certainly watching this too, right?
Well, Garmin does have also a new oxygen sensor in their latest high-end wearable, which measures the rate of oxygen in your blood, because that's what blood does. It moves oxygen to the cells in your body. So I think that was also a disappointment. And Garmin does have a number of new sleep monitoring capabilities as well.
Does anything about what you saw today seal a fate that isn't good for either Garmin or Fitbit?
Absolutely not. What the focus of healthcare on a wearable does, it expands the interest for all of the participants. I'm not a fan of Fitbit, but I am a big fan of Garmin. I think Garmin is one of the most innovative companies in this area. Garmin has partnered with University of Kansas Medical Center specifically to focus on AFib and on sleep apnea.
Kevin, before we go, this was a singularly focused event on the watch and certainly what we had with the phones, but the electric car projects, or certainly when you're looking at Apple as it pertains to self-driving, they want in on that. We just talked to Warren Buffett, who said Apple should not consider, he thinks it would be a poor idea to consider buying Tesla. Listen, an analyst had floated that, but Apple wants in, certainly when it comes to things like self-driving. They've struck a deal with VW, but they were sort of rejected by Mercedes and BMW. Where do you stand on this? We know Buffett doesn't think it's a good idea to go into an entire car company, but do you see anything about Apple?
Well, Apple, if they were to go into a car company, the best one would be BMW. That is actually has great technology, and they're trading at a discount to a Tesla. But they're going to be doing well in autonomous regardless. But I think the important thing to note here is that Apple was talking back in 2012 about an ITV. We haven't really seen anything come in that regard. They're behind the curve when it comes to voice assistance. So think about how Alexa is now dominating inside the home when it comes to voice search as opposed to Siri when they were supposed to be at the forefront. So this goes back to what your other guest was discussing, how Garmin has better features on their watches. And so Apple is really needing to catch up with their features to compete against their competitors. So on the autonomous driving, no, I don't think they should take over Tesla or go into that.
Well, let me just, for the last second here, check on Apple. It is down slightly, but 60 days after these rollouts, on balance, Apple stock is usually up. Good to see you, gentlemen. Thank you so much.